Welcome one and all to this 20th episode of D&D. I'm Mike.
And I'm Zoe.
And today we're going to be working on our platformer game with Hans, our little character over here. Last time we left it off at the fact that the level could respawn all of the enemies and everything was fine. But we had two bugs. One bug is we can get stuck here in the spawner, which is not great. Right? Mm-hmm. And the other bug is that we could touch enemies and sort of break the game. But it seems like it's not happening anymore. So I'm not sure what that was.
Maybe it was a Unity problem?
I don't know. But it will come back if it was still there. Right? So in my guess is that coroutine wasn't being interrupted correctly or something. I'm not sure. But anyway, so it's working now. And so the only thing we need to fix is this thing. And as we were testing with Zoe, just a little bit, we find out there's another problem. Watch. If we kill ourselves, we can then jump.
And then he smiles while he kills.
He smiles. He's really happy despite being dead. So we're going to fix that.
I'm dead, but I'm happy.
Well, first let's begin by fixing this problem. Right? So the problem with this is that if you select it, the spawner, it has a floor layer. Now all of our rays do detect floors. Right? So we're going to change that to a new layer, type _ trigger. Okay, now these are going to be all of our trigger colliders. Boop. Yes, change children. There, done. It's a trigger now, so we shouldn't collide with it at all. Okay, which means that Hans's feet may sink in or whatever, but we'll worry about that art later if we ever do. Now the second thing we want to fix is the fact that we can jump while dead. So it's fairly easy. What we need to do is we need to go to the character mode and get the alive boolean, which by the way was private before. We've just changed it to public. Sorry about that. And we can look for that in the character controller here, right? In update, while we're controlling the character, we can simply say if and cm, which is the character controller, dot alive.
Character motor, that is.
What? Character motor, yeah, sorry. Dot alive, close the round, open the squiggle, yeah. Close the squiggle, not the square.
I want to close the squiggle because we can...
You can close it, oh, you want to close it here? Yeah, close it here. Save. Okay, so that should fix that problem too. Let's see. Okay, start. Die. Press buttons, nothing happens. Press start, everything restarts. I'm pressing the buttons, nothing's happening. No!
Okay. And the enemies are like...
Yeah, the enemies are just minding their business, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. So, what are we going to do? Right, we said we were going to do some level design, right? Mm-hmm. So, for that, we're going to create a new container for levels, okay? So, we're going to create an empty. Rename this one to level container. Level container. Container? What are you, American? Container. You gotta learn to spell. Reset.
Okay,
save. Okay, here we go. Now we got the level container. And
put the level in it.
We'll put this level in it. Let's call this level _0.
But it's complicated for the first level.
Okay, well, we'll make it simpler or something. So, wait a moment though. Before we continue making the level, I just thought of something, right? So, the condition for winning for us is going to be killing all enemies, yes?
Yeah.
Should there be any other conditions? Like grabbing all the coins or something like that?
Mm-hmm. And some of them like just cross one point that we make.
What? I don't know. Like, English! What does that mean?
In Mario, there's this flag that you have to pass.
A checkpoint?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's because it's got big levels.
No, not that. I meant... Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, grabbing on the coins and killing all the enemies would be one.
Sure. Should we also have, like, boxes that we can break or carry around or something like that?
I think we should have that, too.
Okay, well, relax. One thing at a time. I know I have asked, but okay. So anyway, then let's make our level a little bit more complex than that. Then, so in level 0, we have obstacles, enemies, and player spawners. All right, so that's just fine. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add another category, which we're gonna call coins. Okay, so call this one coins with a capital C.
Let's make the art for them.
You want to make the art first?
Yeah.
Okay. So in our models, we got characters 1, which by the way is never used. So we're gonna delete character 1.
Are you sure?
I think so. The walker should be here. Yeah. Character 1. Boom. Yeah, nothing damaged. Characters M.
Hey, it looks sadder than usual.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Characters M, I don't think we need also. Yeah, nothing's happened. Characters M. Characters. Okay, everything deleted. Good. Let's see if the game still works normally, because we may have broken animation connections or stuff. No, we're fine. Look at him. Ah! Okay, sounds good. Now we need a new one. So what we're gonna do is we're going to not open any of these because they have animations on them, right? So I'm just gonna open the folder here, and now I'm gonna open Blender. So hit the Windows key, type BL. There it is. Hit A, delete, enter. 5. This one. Orthographic mode, always nice. Okay, so for collectible coin, the shape that we want is a cylinder, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
So Shift A, mesh, cylinder. Okay, this is too dense. We have a low poly game, so we're gonna go with 8. I'm gonna go 8. That's an octagon.
Mm-hmm.
Or do you want to go 6? That's a hexagon. Or do you want to go 12?
12.
It's kind of more similar to an actual circle. Okay, now hit tab, S, Z, hold the control. Hold control still. Yeah, this is probably better. Okay.
It's a thick coin.
Yeah. So, do you know how this face is called? How many angles does this face have?
As many as the sides, so 12.
Yeah, so it's a dodecahedron, right? But when we model things, we call these n-gons. N stands for many. A high number, any, right? So we want, I generally don't like to keep n-gons. So we're gonna clear these n-gons. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna fuse these in some way, okay? Before we do that, actually, let's press A to select all. E to extrude, escape, S to scale, hold control. Yeah. Okay, now I've made a small little torus. Press Z. Okay, S to scale, X, SZ, my bad. Okay, then we're gonna make them perfect. For now, it's close enough. Now we're gonna create 2 loop cuts here in the middle. So hit Control R. 1, 2, escape, SZ. Okay, now hit delete F. This will delete all the faces. So we're left with this hole here. Okay, hold Alt and Shift. Release. Actually, no, that won't work. Hold Alt again, my bad. And here type W M C. That's merge at center. Okay? So it's created this thing in the center. But that looks weird to me.
It looks a little farther down.
Yes, stuff is wrong. I'm very confused. Okay, hit A first. A again. And we're gonna go and flip the normals because they're bonkers. There, that's better. Now hold Alt. Okay, WMC. Yeah, something is really odd because... Oh, hello. Oh, I know what's happening. Your dad is silly. We need to extrude these first. So hit E to extrude, escape. Now we have another set of them, right? Now WMC. Okay, now it works. See, now we have the little edge and then these things. Okay, now let's do it on this other side. Hold Alt, E to extrude, escape, WMC. Yep, there we go. Now we got a little silly coin here. I don't know how big it is compared to Hans, but my guess is Hans is just as big as the coin, basically.
We need to make it a lot smaller then.
We'll see. Okay, hit Alt, hold Alt, release, hold Alt and Shift, release, S. Okay, there we go. This looks a bit better. Hit Z, A to unselect, B to box select. And here go SZ0. Enter. This is gonna make them perfect. Now hit A again, B, SZ0, A, B, SZ0, enter, A, B, SZ0, hit enter. Ta-da! Coin ready. Okay, let's give it a name. Coin, Shift C, cone. Okay, again. Hit enter. And the extra slash at the end for good measure. Save. Now it's gonna ask you, where do I go? Well, we're gonna go in, that's the wrong place, right? So we're gonna go to this folder, copy, paste, and now we're gonna call this one props. Save Blender file. Now it should exist in Unity. There it is, props. All right, rigs, no bones. Animation, don't import it.
Materials.
Don't import
Don't
those.
import them.
Boom. And now we are good. Don't know. There we go. Okay, so we got a coin. Look at it. Hello. All right. So it needs a material, doesn't it? Okay, daddy floor. We don't need daddy floor. Actually, let's use daddy floor. Ha. Okay, we'll name this one to coin. Right.
No more daddy floor.
No more daddy floor. So coins, we got a container already.
They're not going to be green though.
Let's create a 3D object. Okay, we're gonna create a sphere. The reason why we're gonna do that is because, so we get the sphere collider, because your daddy's lazy. Okay, we got ProGrid still on, that's why we're moving in snappy increments. Okay, right, see, all right, here we go. And now we obviously do not want this sphere, right? But what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a container for it, which we're gonna call graphics. Okay, create empty. Actually, let's create another 3D object and another sphere. It sounds insane, it'll make sense soon. So this one, rename it to graphics. This one, rename it to coin. Or cone. Yes. Now the graphics, do they need a sphere collider?
No.
Do they need a mesh renderer?
No.
Okay, so how are they going to display anything?
You're right. Yes.
So they need a mesh filter?
Yes.
Okay. What about the coin itself? Does it need a sphere collider?
Yes.
Does it need a mesh renderer?
No.
Does it need a mesh filter?
No.
Okay, good. Now it will need some kind of layer, or we will use one. Okay, we got floor, player, enemy, trigger. Now this could be a trigger. It's probably a good idea that it's a trigger, right? Because it's something that we can touch without the physics affecting us, right? So let's put it under trigger, change all the children, doesn't matter. And we need to change the sphere collider to trigger. That's it. We don't even need a rigid body on this thing. I don't think. Okay? Now, obviously we have the wrong mesh on it. Right? So we go to graphics and we change the mesh to coin. Okay, let's see. Now here this is kind of hard to see, so let's give it the coin material, which is green. And what about the sphere collider? Is it right?
No.
What's up with it?
Whoa, that's as big as that. It's way too small.
Way too small.
Also way too thick.
The thickness doesn't matter. It's a 3D game that plays in 2D. So
Which means a 2.D.
2.5D, yeah. We don't really care about this. Okay, cool. So, it's a green coin. Do you want to keep the coin green or do you want to change
Yellow.
it to yellow? You want the coin yellow. So boring. Alright, yellow. This. Yeah! It's like super yellow. Okay, that's more golden. Let's see if we can play around with the properties. Ooh, this works well with smooth surfaces, not with this. There, but look, I've turned it like ridiculous. So it's kind of golden
looks
now.
Kind of like a robot.
Looks like a robot
move
coin.
It. Yeah, and make the sound.
Okay, well, either that or we go for opaque. What graphic style do you want? Do you want it to go like super metallic or opaque? Our game is all opaque, by the way.
Then opaque.
Opaque. Alright. Sounds good. Alright, so now...
Now we need to make it smaller. Look how big it is compared to Hans.
That's okay, we're gonna make the coin itself smaller. Well, either that or we can make the coin go back to 0.5 as a size. That could be cool. And we can make the graphics go back, become 0.5. Right? Because remember, they are now disconnected. Okay, this coin looks pretty cool. Should the coin have some kind of animation? Or just sit in the air for now? Maybe just
sit in the air for now.
For now, sounds good.
Because we're here to level design, not to make animations right now.
Oh, I see. You want to keep me on task, do you?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
There's no gravity here because there's no rigid body.
There's no gravity, but you don't understand the gravity of the situation. Only you can laugh at this joke because you're a child. And I make dad jokes because I'm a father. I'm tired. Okay. So, we were doing things. Right, we got the little coin. That's only one of them. It's going to be in the coins repository. Now, let's go take a look at the level itself. Remember, the level has information about itself? What does it have? It has enemy positions, enemies, and spawner. Right? Cool. Now, we are going to need coins. So, private. And the coin is a transform, I guess. Capital T. And coins. Now, it's plural, so what do we need?
This.
Save. Inside setup, we're going to have to set them up. Now, see, the issue is we do not have any scripts for coins, which I think we should have. We're not going to animate it now, but we're going to have coins that animate or do all sorts of crazy things on their own later, right? So we might as well go to scripts and create a new one. Oh, this is becoming chaotic already. Let's start creating folders too. So call this one level. And we're just gonna drag the level stuff into the level. That's it.
You haven't put it in.
I'm waiting. Because Visual Studio is going like, you're changing things under my feet. I'm very sad. That's what's happening. So it cries a bit. Type coin.
You are a lot.
Change my mind. Type pickup. Wait, I'm trying.
Clickety, 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 click. Clickety, 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 click.
Okay, now it's gonna super cry. This guy's gonna go like, I don't understand anything. Because you're changing all sorts of scripts. Right? So here it thinks it's called coin. You need to call it pickup. Yeah. Perfect.
Oops.
Undo. Doesn't change anything. Save. Okay, so this one is going to have a setup function, which is going to be public. Public setup. Open, close round. Or completely fail everything. It's supposed to be a void. I forgot to tell you void. Void.
Public.
Just what are you doing? Just I've already selected it. Type void.
I'm voiding, but I can't find the V.
You're avoiding. Void start setup. Open close round. Now this thing is gonna have to know some kind of ID. Now we're gonna use enums for that, okay? We're gonna go to the game manager, and here at the top we're gonna create public enum pickup type. Pickup type. Open a squiggle. Alright, so we start with none underscore none. It's my personal favorite. Equals -1. Comma. Now, enter. Coin. That's all we're gonna have for now. Save. Ta-da! Alright. So pickup. And here you wanna say serialized field private. Pickup type. Pickup type. Pickup type. Pickup type. Write every letter, okay? Pickup type. Tie. Semicolon.
Wait. I need to
You need to do what?
be consistent.
Oh, be consistent. All right. Sounds good to me. Save. And here, let's make a switch. Now, remember the trick that we were taught by our
Yes, I
friends?
just need to put switch.
That's it.
First.
That's enough. Hit tab twice. Huh. And now you need to tell it something. So copy this. Paste it here. Hit enter. Now, the only one we need is coin. So we may have been faster just typing, but that's fine. Save. Okay, and that's really it for now. We're gonna do absolutely nothing other than that. So save. Well, we're gonna do a few things, right? We're gonna enable our collider, right? Now, do we know? We do know we have a collider, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if a pickup is shaped as a square? What do? We need to give it a box
we
collider.
Need to give it a box one.
Right. Now, did you know that there is a class in Unity that accounts for all of these colliders? All of the primitive colliders.
Oh.
Actually, maybe all of the colliders. I'm not sure, but it's called collider. So if you type here private collider, call it C, semicolon. Okay. Now you can use any collider. So in setup, we're gonna say if, actually before this, we're gonna say if open round C equals null. Yeah, enter, close, save. So if C is null, right? What are we gonna do? We are going to assign C. So C, where's the collider on this object that will have the pickup on it? Where is the collider in the hierarchy?
In the hierarchy, it's under.
You remember you got a coin and then graphics.
Yeah,
Where's the
graphics is first.
Graphics is first? What does that mean?
So graphics comes before the coin, like.
That makes no sense.
Like. Oh wait. Graphics is inside the coin.
Well, it would be crazy if you put the graphics.
Coin graphics.
Yeah, sure, but I want to know if on the coin, click on the coin. This is the one that will have the pickup script. So where's the collider?
Right here.
So how do we get that in code?
We go like.
You show me. Yeah, that's not
Oops,
exactly
that's
right.
Blender. So we go. We need to go with coin transform dot find. No, not find. Yes, find.
What are you looking for?
Coins.
But you're already on the coin.
Yeah. So no find. Dot get component then. Component. And we go sphere correct.
Nope.
Sphere.
Nope. Collider. Any collider, right? Close the. Open, close around. So there's only one thing that's redundant, which is this transform. You can assume it. Save. Okay, so now we got this. Now another thing that we need is graphics, right? Now we're gonna use a game object for the graphics. You'll see why soon. So private game object graphics. Somebody's saying hi to you. Say hi.
Hello.
They can see your wave. I've turned
Hello.
off the camera.
Hello.
Okay, sounds good. All right, so graphics, that's good. Now we're gonna do the same test. We're gonna check if graphics is null. Yeah. Now this one you're gonna have to find, and it's a game object as well. Look at you type all on your own. So how do we find it? You don't remember the hierarchy?
Coins.
Coin?
Coin graphics.
There you go.
So-
You're already on the coin, so when you type transform, it means you're on the coin, right?
Yeah. So I need to go transform dot find graphics.
No, wait a moment. No, wrong bracket.
Oops.
Round
Yeah,
bracket
round
first.
bracket
That's
first.
not enough type. There you go.
What's it called again? Coin node graphics. Graphics with an S. I think so. Let's see.
Go check. Don't assume.
Where is it? There it is. Yeah, graphics with an S. Graphics dot get component.
You know there's a saying.
Where look you.
No get component. It's a game object. Just go to the game object from the transform. You can reach either forth or back as much as you want. Yeah, that's it. So, you know there's a saying for assumptions. One is British, and it goes like this. It says, assumption is the mother of all mess-ups. That's in British, English. And in Moroccan, they have a slightly different one, which is, assume makes an ass of you and me.
Oh.
S-U-M-E. Assume. So the American one is a little bit more clever, if somewhat crass. Okay, so... Yeah, I know. Okay. So, pickup type, coin, that doesn't matter to us. So here we're finding the graphics, right? Now, when we're starting, we want to turn on everything. Okay?
Okay.
So we're going to say c.enabled is what? Equals what?
Well, okay, so we do or not? Yes, we do. So true.
Okay. And what about the graphics? How do we activate the graphics?
So we go graphics dot enabled to.
Nope.
No, it doesn't
It's
have.
a game object, so it works a bit differently. You need to call the function setActive.
Oh.
Set. There it is.
Active.
Tab.
And now I go enabled.
No, not enabled. Actually, it looks like it would work. True, yes.
Yeah, true.
Madam Potato. They're making fun of me in the chat. They're saying I say bad words.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, but they don't know. They don't know because they're American that an ass is nothing but a donkey. That's true.
Oh.
Yeah, an ass is a donkey.
Oh.
Yeah.
But it uses bad words.
Well, some people use it to mean bum.
Oh.
Yeah. Which isn't really a bad word. I mean, it's a bum. Everybody has one.
Yeah.
Some people are one. So, we have this stuff ready. Now, we're going to create a new public function here to collect it. So it's going to be public void collect. With one L, yes.
Collect.
Yes. I English speak good. Open, close, right? Squiggle. Say it close.
I English spell bad.
Yeah, I can see that. So when we collect it, we're gonna turn it off. Should it have some kind of particle effect when you collect it? Yes, is the correct answer.
Yes.
Come on, it's boring. Yeah, no, okay, we're gonna do the particles later, but for now,
flash.
we're just gonna turn it off. Copy this. Paste it. What do you need to do here?
Excuse me. Flash.
Flaze.
Oh. I thought
Flaze. You know, let me tell you another saying, if I can remember it. Haste makes waste. What does that mean?
So if you're too quick, you
end up taking 3 times as much time.
Yeah, you make
Eloquent. Oh, you're terrible.
I eloquent English.
I eloquent much. Okay, good. So this is done. Now we're gonna have to collide with the thing as the character controller and then collect the thing. So let's go to the... Who controls the... I think the character motor controls the collider, which is interesting. Yes. See, the character motor has a collider. Okay, so we're gonna create one of the default Unity.
Why is there that? 0, 1 warning, 0, 30.
We have 1 warning. Character motor collider hides inherited member component collider. And it uses the same word. Goodness me. Okay, so it doesn't like that it's using the same word. Fine. Hit Control R twice. And type this one C. And now capital C. There. Save. Now it's happy. No more warnings. And we have messages. It has messages. I don't know what they are. Goodbye. Okay. We can leave the messages alone.
What are the messages supposed to do?
I don't know.
Oh.
Have you heard of search engines?
Yes.
Yeah, then go on one. Worst teacher in history. Okay, move on. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna use one of the default Unity callbacks. Okay, for collisions. So you want to say void.
No, that.
Void. On trigger enter. Have you heard of the tab key? No? Okay, open, close. Yeah,
oh, hello.
It figures out a few things for you, which is nice. Collider other, call it C. I'm lazy. Save. Okay, so we know we will collide with something. Okay, now the first thing we need to check is we need to check if the player, if it's the player, because if it's not the player, we don't want to pick up the coins, right? We don't want our enemies to pick up the coins.
Hey, got a coin.
Yeah. Anyway, so if open round CC, that's the character controller, the user controller, I think it's called. Okay, we got a problem. That is not exposed. It's not exposed.
Oh yeah.
So
controlled plus I wrote.
Yeah, because you're bad. So controlled, user controlled, public. Save. Add an R. Close the round. Open a squiggle. Hit it. Okay, so this is the first thing we want to check when we enter a trigger. Okay, and now we need to check which trigger we have entered. Well, we're also going to check that we're on the correct mask before we do that. Maybe not. Maybe it's kind of useless. Yeah, I think it's useless. Let's not do that. So let me think this through for a moment. So we collided with a certain trigger. Now we need to find out what it is. To find out what it is, we cannot just assume it's a pickup. Okay, so perhaps we should make a new layer for this guy instead of trigger. Right, the trigger we'll use for all sorts of map triggers, and this one will be for pickups. So let's create a new one, pickup. We have a few, so we'll worry about economizing later. So pickup. You're inconsistent. I'm disgusted.
Oh no, I'm inconsistent.
No. Inconsistent.
I'm not allowed to be inconsistent.
That's correct. Save. Okay, so pickup.
Which
layer is it?
13.
Awesome. Remember that number.
13.
So you're
13.
say if
13. 13.
Open round. C dot.
13.
No, game object. C dot. C dot. C dot. Game object.
13. 13.
Dot layer. Tab. Dot L. Tab. Tab. Equals.
13.
1 3. Close. Close the round. Close the round.
I turned your phone on.
Leave my phone alone.
Sorry.
Hey! Daughter! Leave my phone alone! Say, you don't know this song, and it's a good thing. I don't like Pink Floyd at all. No, it doesn't. Well, it's like pseudo-rebellious and stuff. You know, it's those armchair revolutionaries.
What does armchair What
So
revolution?
you know, people who have a cause that they're preaching, but they always do it from, you know, from behind some kind of very cushy desk with cushy stuff, comfortable. Anyway, you're too young. You're too young for these things. You shouldn't listen to your father.
Oh.
He's full of bad advice.
Oh.
Okay, so CC user controlled C game object layer is 13. So if the layer is 13, we know we have collided with a pickup. So we can go and get that pickup. Okay, so we can say, oh, I've got an idea. Oh, yes. We're going to go to the pickup and we're going to change collect from void to pickup type. Copy this. Paste. Save. So we're going to call collect and get back its pickup type. How do we do that? What do you need to return? What do you need to return?
Return.
What?
Pick type.
No. Do you know what pickup type this object is?
This is a coin.
Yeah, but how will you know that this is a coin?
Well, you can write it.
How do you know that this?
We're in the.
You have a variable.
Oh yeah.
Slow brain. Copy. Paste. Semicolon. Okay. Now you're returning something. Good. So, character motor. Focus. Stop looking at the chat. We'll deal with that later. Okay, so here you're gonna do a switch. Except you could have done the shortcut, but
Okay then.
switch. Tab SW. Tab.
Swirl.
Tab. Here you're gonna type C dot game object dot get component
Get.
of type pickup. Close of type, open close round, dot collect. Remember that collect gives us open close round. Gives us the save.
Now can we do the
Yeah, hit
enter
it.
thingy?
That's it. So if it's a none, we'll leave it alone. If it's a default, we'll leave it alone. If it's a coin, we will be doing thingies. So save. Now for now, we don't have a score or anything like that. So we're just gonna
Leave it alone.
just put a comment here. Need audio, PFX, and score.
Need
Audio, PFX, and score.
audio. The books. I spell
Today.
very good.
Today,
Yes. PFX,
comma, score.
comma,
Score.
score.
Save. Okay, we're almost done. Save. Now, one more thing we need to do is all of our levels, as we said, they need to keep in mind all the pickups. So let's save this. Now, okay, that's good. We're missing stuff. Let's put a comment here. Whatever else you need to do to set up the coin. Whatever else. Save. With 3 dots, it's much more mysterious. Okay, so level, we've lost it. It's not here, so we need to go and get it because we've moved it. Okay, so instead of transform coins, we can call them pickup. You're bad. Okay,
I'm bad.
copy. Paste it here. Go equals. Actually, look, copy all of this. Now, copy. Paste. Not in enemies, but in coins.
Yes.
That's the parent. Why all caps?
Ah.
We never do all caps. You crazy person.
You do for enums.
Just for
and then I
enums,
get
nothing
confused.
else. Okay. And this one is of type. Save. Okay, so now we have tracking. We keep track of all of the coins, which means we can now go and set up all of the coins again every time. So here, we're gonna do another 4. So we go FO, tab, and now copy coins, paste, dot, length. Okay, and here we're gonna say coins I dot setup. Open close round. Semicolon. Save. Okay, so we got our coins. They're ready. They're ready for deployment. Now, it's a good idea to save these as prefabs. Oh, we got a little assembly error. Now the coin doesn't have the pickup thing on yet, so pickup script. There it is. Pickup type coin. We're fine, right? Okay. Now this one has received it too. See, because we did it on the prefab. Now this guy isn't happy, so we need to try and make it happy. Save.
There.
Stop looking at the chat, or I'll headbutt you.
Okay.
Okay. Delete this. Save. For all the child protection services that are listening, I was joking. Okay, so here we go. We've got the little coin now. The compiler is gone. So now we can worry about putting the coins. Where do you want them? Tell you what, you do it.
Okay.
I'm lazy. You do it.
I will duplicate it then.
Yeah. Well, first move it about. Where do you want it to be?
Okay, so I'm gonna put one coin up here. The enemy will fall.
It's
so
fine if the enemy's up there.
Control D. Gonna move that.
Okay,
over
let me help you
there.
with something. This is a 3D game, but it's actually a 2D game. So you can click on this arrow over here, and you'll face straight forward. So it's much easier.
Now Control D. I'm gonna put one. I hit the microphone. Sorry, people. Down here, and another one down here where he is, and over there, and then over there.
Happy?
And one more.
One more? You need to duplicate it
Oopsies.
first. Undo. Yeah, now duplicate it. Now drag it.
And then I'm gonna drag it to the middle, and then I'm gonna drag it up. There. No, that's two. There, like that.
Okay,
Let's see if it's visible.
save.
Oh, it's not visible.
It's not visible.
Okay, then I won't put one here.
Put it somewhere else. Put it in the middle at the bottom.
Yeah.
You're gonna put it hard to reach there?
No, you wouldn't be able to reach that.
I think you would be. Yeah. I wouldn't put it down where the enemies can walk. Put it underneath. Yeah, there it's fine. Yeah, there is good. Right, because the enemy will fall. That's fine. But you don't want the enemy to walk through coins all the time. I mean, maybe later. We'll see.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's test this. I got the controllers. Here, you take it.
I will take it. Here we come.
Okay, you haven't picked that up. I know why. Do you know why?
Collider is not. It's too far in the back.
One or the other. So let's take a look. No, they're all correctly placed. The problem is collisions. So let's go to project settings, physics, and let's see what the situation is. Stuff. Player will collide with pickup. That's it.
Okay.
And the don't probably with the trigger, but we'll worry about that later. Okay.
Nope.
Something's wrong. Something's wrong. Okay, so this is definitely a trigger.
Well, we put pickup instead of trigger.
Oh, good point. So let's go to our prefab and change it there. Prefab, mushroom. There we go. Pickup. Yes. Change the children. Now all of them should have changed. Yep. Now it'll work. Now it will work.
Oops.
There, you got
Got
a
it.
coin.
Got a coin. Got another coin.
As you know, Hans needs coins.
And the
coins-
coins respond.
That's good. This looks like a good place to stop our little class today. Come on, collect everything, and then we'll stop it. That was a great jump, that.
Yes, it was.
Ooh, combo.
What? Ah!
Yes. Oh,
Oh, there's the bouncy problem again.
you got a bug. Okay.
Ah! That's funny. Ah! I'm gonna let myself.
Try and stomp someone with
I
that. Okay.
just died. I don't know what's good.
Yeah, it's kind of broken pretty badly.
Can you jump?
Maybe. No. No, it doesn't look like it. It's not just you. Okay, so it's an animation problem. You can see that another enemy is sort of... Oh, I think he's being stomped. But yeah, he's spawning in the wrong place. He's just sort of flying down. I don't know what the problem is. We'll figure it out. Next time, TM. No, you go away. You're bad enough. It's turn of the adults now. What? Wait. That was odd. Oh, I think that our collider is a lot smaller than we think. I think that's the issue. Yeah, we're gonna have to make some decisions next time, because it totally looks like I can pick it up with my head, but then my head doesn't count, I think, as a collider. Remember that all of our collisions are done with ray casting.
Yeah.
Winning. Daddy takes it home. All right, that's enough for today. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you again next time. Yes, when we'll do some stuff. I improvise quite a lot of my classes. All right, see you later.
Bye.